So I'm in the semi, thinking that I'm talking to Candace as I'm backing up.
And I'm yelling, oh, I forgot.
She's at the end of the trailer watching the sight, because they're tight sights.
Yeah.
So she's at the back yelling,
saying, stop. And he ain't heard a thing.
And Bluetooth failed.
Yep.
Bluetooth communications failed.
Yeah.
I just kept backing up until, you know, the bike rack kind of pushed a block or two out of the wall behind us.
Oh.
Good.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another Triple and Smith video. Did I say it fast enough?
I think you did. You want to try it again?
We are here today. You're watching this video. We're talking about boondocking at Zion and hiking the Narrows at Zion National Park. We boondocked in the area.
Yeah,
I forget the name of the place, but Jeff knows.
We boondocked there twice, actually. The first time was in November. Good idea. The second time was in July. Bad idea.
Not very good idea.
We'll share a little bit of our experience there.
Yeah.
We boondocked at a place called Hurricane Cliffs. It's close to Zion, like 20 minutes away. Mm-hmm. It's a BLM area, and it's been developed a little bit since the first time we went there. There's actual campsites assigned and all that stuff. So we went there for a 4th of July weekend, and we actually got there a few days before the weekend, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, we're a little on the big side, so...
A little.
Yep. So there's a nice long road that goes through this area and next to the Virgin River, and we were able to park the semi, unhook the Jeep, and go look for a spot.
Yeah.
And found a spot, right? Mm-hmm. Found a couple decent spots. And this particular road has 2 entrances, and we took the Jeep back to the truck and pulled the truck on down to where our spot was.
Long story short.
And the van life guys got it.
Yep.
Got both the sites. They came in from the other direction and our sites were gone. And that took all the sites that we could fit into. So,
of course, I told him.
What did you tell me?
Stop trying to look for the bestest in the world spot. We lost the spot because he couldn't stop looking for the bestest spot in the whole wide world.
We lost the spot because we didn't put something to claim the spot.
That too, but
lesson learned when you're boondocking: take chairs or a tent or a canopy or something to throw up in your spot while you go back and get your rig, so that you can have your spot when you get there.
Correct.
We got really lucky though, because there was a tent in this huge spot that could probably fit 2 or 3 of our rigs in it, and it just had a tent in there. And the people came back and I walked over there and said, "Hey, you guys leaving anytime soon?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're leaving tomorrow." I was like, "Cool. Can we camp here with you tonight?" So they said yes. We were able to set up at the other end of the spot. Mm-hmm. It was way away from them, and we actually got a spot there.
Yeah.
So that was our, intro to the second time at Zion and boondocking, when it's become much more popular than it was the first time around.
Yes.
First time around, we were like the only people there.
Pretty much. So, it was like a couple other people, but not near as much as it is now.
No. So we like the area because it's got great views. It's 20 minutes from Zion. Mm-hmm. It's 10 minutes from town, so you got easy access to everything. There's a river that runs through there. There's a little canyon. There's bike trails that run through there. So you can go biking with the dogs. You can let the dogs run off leash. It's a good little camping spot. So we really liked it, and we had planned on camping there for the whole time. Mm-hmm. And we eventually made it, got set up like we were staying for a week, and
Narrows, that's the Narrows came out first. But it's the water, basically the water hike. One of the, I guess, famous, iconic hikes to do in Zion. It requires you, if you want to have the water boots and a walking stick to help you navigate the terrain in the water. Water comes up to about a little bit past ankle height, depending on where you're at. It's a lot of fun. It was crowded. Everything was crowded this year in a way.
It
Some
was super
places
crowded.
wasn't as bad, but any narrows that hike, if you're doing it like next year, I'm sure it'll be just as busy. My tips would be get the boots, get the thing, get the stick, and go if you can go earlier, because then you can see like the views better and maybe get further in. Yeah.
So we went to do the Narrows, and we decided that we weren't going to ride the shuttle.
Okay.
And
yeah, I didn't talk about the part. You got it.
We decided we weren't going to ride the shuttle, so we rented e-bikes, and that actually worked out really well. It was nice. It was a quick ride up to the trailhead for the Narrows. We got to see, you know, the beauty of Zion unfettered with a car or a bus
Yes.
or having to wait for a shuttle bus and all that crap. So it was a really nice way to go into Zion. Highly recommended. I would definitely do an e-bike to go in there. Some of them are even set up to take your little pole and your stuff with you. And we also, like Candace said, we got the rental gear. Highly recommended. At least the shoes. There were some people wearing sandals out there.
Yeah, I don't know how, because the bottom is basically rocks,
Yeah.
like boulders and stuff.
Yeah, they're big rocks. It's not like
Yeah.
a nice little, you know,
Pebbles.
like the pebbles you buy for river rocks at the store or
Yeah.
at the landscaping supply place. These were all like softball size and bigger rocks
Yeah.
down there that you're tripping over.
Yes, I'll tell you, and my toes was sore. So I can imagine if, not excessively anything, they just felt worked and bumped a lot, you know, that feeling.
Yep.
So I couldn't imagine being in like some Chacos or.
Yeah, there were people in Chacos, and
Yeah.
people in Vibrams,
Yeah.
some crazy people in sandals and all
Yeah.
that.
So
So wouldn't do it.
get the rental stuff.
Yeah. And we got there a little bit late, and it was crowded, and we figured that it was going to be, you know, the typical hike a mile in and everybody gives up and goes away. No. There was people in there solid for probably 3 hours worth of hiking before it started to thin out. So it's a popular hike. It's going to be busy. It is well worth it to push past the crowd and do the whole 4 or 5 hours till you have to turn around. We actually got some time without it. We got deepest, was probably waist deep in the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
So highly recommend the Narrows. It was a good hike.
Did you put on sunblock today?
Not yet.
You brought it?
I brought it.
Okay.
Pretty sure I brought it. I told
hope
Jacob
so.
I brought it. me and Jacob are gonna be bright red. That'd be funny.
That's gonna be painful.
No, I did bring sunblock. Jacob, you okay to burn today? Lobster it up? Huh?
I gotta stand on Wednesday.
That would suck. We probably will not get a whole bunch. Flash flooding is probable today? What? That's not what it said down at the thing.
You know what?
I don't think they updated it. Yes, it's deep and cold, guys. Deep and cold.
Oh my junk!
Might be some shrivelage. Where's Jacob at?
Right here?
Oh, he's in front. What'd you do? Go over the shallow side?
It's downward. Oh yeah. It's downward on the other side.
You are hard. So Candace, were the shoes a goodbye?
Yes, I didn't want to be in tennis shoes.
No, tennis shoes would suck. Vibrams would suck. All of those would suck. These shoes, these rental shoes are working out pretty good.
Yeah.
They got pretty good soles and you don't slip very much. Got a little bit of support, a little bit of protection that Vibrams don't have. Super rocky. I would not come up here with regular tennis shoes. Sandals I've seen some people wearing, braver than me, or Vibrams, not so much. Still hasn't thinned out quite as much as I'd hoped, but we're making back to our trailer and it was running on generator and solar, and we took a little bit longer than we expected and the generator ran out of gas, which put the two ACs that were running off the solar, which drained the batteries on the solar, and they died.
Yep.
And so we came back to zero power at the trailer. The dogs were in the trailer. Fortunately, it didn't get too terribly hot. It all ran out probably within an hour of us getting back. I mean, it was hot. I'm not gonna lie, it was hot. They were okay. But we were left in a quandary where we have batteries dead, generator can run and it'll either charge the batteries or run the ACs is what we had a choice. So there was no recovery at this point without sweating our asses off.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to do that. So here we are, 4th of July weekend, trying to boondock, failing at boondocking, and looking for a site at an RV park. Guess what? That went really good.
Yep.
It actually did. We got a miracle. We found a cancellation at, I think it's Willow RV Park. We'll put it in the comments.
Yeah.
We found a cancellation there at one of their premium sites, which is one of the few sites that could fit us. So we packed up and headed to the park. Mm-hmm. And that went pretty good until we got there. What happened when we got there, Candace?
Well, it was a challenge with our size, of course, to get into the spot. We got into the spot and we had some communication issues between the Jeep.
The Jeep is greedy. Uconnect in a Jeep is the worst
Can I
system
finish?
ever. Go ahead.
Uconnect, I was getting there.
Okay.
Uconnect, now he probably gonna rehash it again
No, I'm
when I'm
not.
done.
You go ahead.
The Uconnect did not, it messed us up. I thought he heard me, he didn't. I was still connected to Uconnect and boom, punched out a few bricks on the back wall at our site.
Yeah.
And you could take it from there.
I can take it from there. So I'm in the semi thinking that I'm talking to Candace as I'm backing up.
And I'm yelling, oh, I
She's
forgot.
She's at the end of the trailer watching the site because they're tight sites.
Yeah.
So she's at the back
I'm
yelling,
saying stop. And he ain't heard a thing.
And Bluetooth failed.
Yep.
Bluetooth communications failed.
Yeah.
I just kept backing up until, bike rack kind of pushed a block or two out of the wall behind us.
Yeah.
So fortunately, it was no serious damage. It was one or two blocks on the wall and bent the bike rack a little bit. Not a big deal.
Did it? I didn't realize it bent the bike rack.
Yeah, it bent it a little bit. So yeah, but we were able to find a spot, get into the spot with a minor issue, and plug into 50 amp power and have 3 ACs running, because Zion in July is like 100 degrees. And the sound of 3 ACs blasting in a 45-foot toy hauler is a beautiful thing.
Yes, correct.
So,
all right.
So then we went on to finish out our weekend at Zion, which is going to be another video. And I think, this is probably it.
That's it, y'all.
So go ahead and do the summary.
You always tell me. I know.
I know. Do it. Do it.
Do it. You do it. I'm just going to keep it real short and simple, y'all. Show us some love. Got any questions about Zion? Throw them in the comments and we'll be happy to answer. Thank y'all for watching.
Bye.